Hello there, Taurus. Nice to be back. This is your collective love reading and it's going to run for the whole of June, right the way into July. Remember though, guys, it is a collective reading. You're all on different timelines. For some of you, this will be a completely predictive reading. So if you don't identify with it straight away, just persevere, just stick with it till the end, and you may find it'll start to fit for you, start to unfold in the coming weeks. Others of you, you may identify with it now. Others of you may be way past this point. It's just down to you to try and gauge. Again, Spirit, I may have pointed it out in previous readings, are coming straight in there about the North Node sign. That's about your karmic path. If you pop on over to Cafe Astrology, I feel that's the best site. Just put your details in. If you're not sure what time you were born, put in 12 o'clock. Go down to your North Node sign. It's the sign that looks like the little set of headphones. And it'll tell you where the axis point was placed when you were born. If you go and listen to that zodiac sign of where the axis point was when you were born, you'll find you may gain more from that reading than what you will do your sun sign reading, because it's not going to fit with you every single reading. It's not a personal reading. We're going with a slightly different spread, so we're going to have a look into yours and your party's current energy, what the situation is between the both of you at the moment, how your party views you. So remember, this is how they view you. It doesn't mean this is how you actually are. What they're not revealing to you at the moment, what their fears, anxieties and concerns are when it comes to their connection with you, what their plan of action is when it comes to moving forward with you, and then we'll gain guidance from Spirit. The cards are shuffled, they're ready and raring to go. So your current energy, current. Oh dear, that does not sound good. Okay, so yeah, your current energy coming into the reading. 9 of Swords. Your party's current energy, 4 of Pentacles. I'll position these better in a moment for you. What's the situation like between the both of you at the moment? The World card. I'm getting a lot of thought is being put into something, a lot of cold, sharp energy. It's as if you both recognise you may not even be together, that there's a unique connection between the both of you, because this World card can be seen as a soulmate card. It can mean that you're complete when you're together. But Spirit's drawing me really strongly here towards that red ribbon that's up at the top, as if to say it's not quite there yet. There's a lot of thought being put into something. It's as if the last time you were involved with each other, it was all about logical way of thinking. It may have been quite sharp communication, argumentative. But I'm hearing stern. Okay, how your party, how they view you at the moment. 7 of Swords, more Swords energy. I'm telling you, I'm getting it coming into the reading. I'm not sure if I said it. If I didn't, I definitely thought it. A lot of air energy coming into the reading. The Star card as well flung itself out, and that was in reverse. And I feel it's about not getting to a goal, not getting to a place of resolve. That's what that's representing to me. There's quite a calculated way of being here. This is what I'm getting. If I do this, it'll hopefully trigger a reaction in them and they'll act like this. It's somebody's really trying to take control here. I'm not sensing it's you. Let's see what else we can get. Next position within the spread. This is what they're not revealing to you at the moment. King of Swords. That's a removal of the emotions. We're not saying the King of Swords hasn't got emotions, but there's a plan of action. That's about going for it, executing it. That's the energy that I'm getting through. What's their fears, concerns or anxieties when it comes to the connection with you? Would you believe? Knight of Swords. What their plan of action is when it comes to moving the connection forward. The Magician. I'm getting manipulation straight away, game playing, and they're willing to go at it for the long term. They are. They're not going to give in. And guidance from Spirit. More Swords energy. 4 of Swords. Okay, bear with me a second, guys. I shall reposition these for you. There's a strong game playing vibe coming into this reading. I feel it's coming from their energy. They are putting time into the connection, but I feel you are at distance and it's very well thought out. It's as if they're still feeding the connection. They're not allowing for closure because there's something that they may want from you, but just not at this moment because they're invested in something else. I feel they see you as a soul partner. May even be a twin flame. There's something you've triggered within them and it's safe for them to stay in this logical frame of mind. But what they want, you have, but they just don't want it yet. And they just want to keep hold of you. That Pentacles is about not parting with the tangible, keeping your cards close to your chest, your time, but wanting to remain in that logical way of thinking. Four of Wands, that can be seen as a twin flame card. I feel they're trying to create stability here, or I'm hearing a platform for them to present to you. But with that Magician being there, yeah, it's in the upright, but it is all about manipulation of energy, about bringing together elements, materials to create something, to manifest something for the long term. I'm getting a strong Virgo as well, Virgo, Libra. Also as well, I'm not sure if I mentioned it before I started the reading, the Star in reverse popped out. So there's a goal here that hasn't been reached and I feel this has been left on, I'm hearing soggy terms. That's not something I'd say, so I'm not sure where that fits. What have we got with this Nine of Swords energy then, please, Spirit? Of being blocked again. Where Taurus's energy is at this moment. Where's Taurus's energy at this moment with this Nine of Swords energy? Ten of Cups. Stressing about the happy ever after and how they're going to get there. And I feel about an opportunity that may be coming in. I'm hearing I'm from the right person. What can you give me on this Four of Pentacles, please, Spirit? Of Taurus's parties, current energy. Their parties, current energy. Now, this is whoever it is you're investing your thoughts into at the moment. If there's more than one person, whatever the setup is for you, you're going to have to try and work out where you feel the feelings fit. Okay? What can you give me on this Four of Pentacles? Five of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. That's that holding back there because of potential conflict, and they're trying to move forward but get everything absolutely right, absolutely bob on. They see the value in something, the potential in something, and they're making sure that every checkpoint that they get to in this Knight of Pentacles energy, they know the reasoning of why they've made the decision because it's been thoroughly thought out. And they know it's been the right thing for them because it's been looked at from every single angle. Spirit showed me a Rubik's Cube. But there's a holding back here because there's potential conflict. And I feel your party feels they can't verbalise what they want to say at the moment. I'm just hearing the shits hit the fan. It's just what I'm getting. And they're now treading cautiously, but I feel externally they're looking to what they can fix. So when they come back to you, they're making sure they're in the best possible position. Yep, and bottom of the deck, Seven of Cups. Seeing what options are available to them, what they can create, making sure that they're putting themselves in the best possible position. For this Nine of Swords energy, I'm also getting with this Knight of Pentacles energy, which can be read as Leo, Virgo. I am sensing strong Virgo coming into the reading. Maybe that you're involved with a Virgo, Libra, Virgo, Cusper. There's somebody I feel who's quite nosy here, that needs to know the ins and outs of everything. This may not be your party, maybe somebody that's linked to your party. And this is why they're holding back, because of conflict, of something that's happened before. And they create overwhelm, and when they do, they put you into that stress, and that's why you're coming up in that Nine of Swords. It's up at the top at the moment, and it's regarding a goal. It's regarding this Ten of Cups, whatever that represents for you. And I'm hearing a romantic offering that's due to come forward. For some of you, there's an issue here that you're going round in circles with, and you're wanting the other person to put themselves forward and prove themselves that they want the same as you. You may have even have put that out there to them, but they're just not coming forward, because I feel there's a stubbornness vibe here. There's a games playing vibe here, and there's also concern because there's an over-imposing, I'm hearing family member, third party. Now this third party doesn't have to be somebody else you're romantically involved with. It can be a family member, it can be a job, but I'm getting squirreling, as if somebody is needing to know the ins and outs of everything. And they're looking at everything, but there's an over-analysis. And then it's putting you into that stressed out position, and your party doesn't want them either. That's why that Nine of Swords is there. So they're dodging it at the moment. They're sitting there in that Four of Pentacles energy. Don't want to go there. I've got other things to be worrying about, and at this moment I don't feel enthusiastic about it. What have we got then, please, Spirit, of what the situation is between Taurus and their party at the moment? King of Cups. Temperance in reverse. And there's that Four of Pentacles again. I know the King of Cups is in the upright, and it's about balancing emotion with logic. But it can have quite a calculating energy to it. And there's something here where so much thought is being put into something. That's why the two of you, or something, isn't coming together, and that Temperance is in reverse. There's quite a narrow-mindedness going on somewhere here, and it's preventing drawing a line under something and saying we'll move on now. And this is why that Four of Pentacles has come back, which is their energy that's up at the top. I feel your party is thinking, I don't feel like it's you, Taurus. Maybe that they've got strong Capricorn within their chart. That if they hold back, this will then draw you in, because they don't want to come forward and admit to something. There's something they don't want to admit to, because if they admit to it, it'll bring it to an end. Ten of Swords, it's at the bottom of the deck. Strong Gemini coming into this reading as well. There's something to do with family here, and there was a celebration, a goal, or something that wanted to be reached, and there was a wanting of an own way, and it prevented two people from coming together. But I feel there's a secret, there's something your party knows, but they're not revealing to you. And it's to do with why your connection didn't come together, or why it's not coming together. Because I feel there's somebody around them, or possibly externally, that will sabotage whatever this goal is that both of you have got. But you're not coming into alignment at the moment. You're not seeing something the same. And that's why that Temperance is in reverse, because there's no balance. Something isn't coming together to complement each other, to work in union. What can you give me then, please, Spirit, of how Taurus's party, how they view Taurus as of this moment with this Seven of Swords? They see you now as wanting to dodge an opportunity whenever it comes in, or when something's mentioned. There's something that you have been offered, a new opportunity that has reignited something within you, and it's distracting you now from this issue that you had with them, or you still have with them. the Ace of Wands, and the next card out, the Two of Wands. They definitely see you as being reignited by something. An opportunity has come in. This issue that has been ongoing between the both of you, and it's appeared like you've made progress, but there's always been a reference back to whatever this issue is, and now a new opportunity is coming for you. Remember, this is how they see you. It doesn't mean this is how it has to be, and it'll allow growth, expansion, and it's reignited some type of passion within you, and it's given you options, choices, and new opportunities, and they're seeing you now investing into this, possibly throwing about ideas, and you're being distracted now away from this other issue of whatever it was that you had with them, what you used to obsess about. There we've got it, the Devil at the bottom of the deck, which created upset, the Three of Swords. There's upset that has happened within the relationship here, and you haven't been able to get over it, and it's possibly down to another party, but they're protecting the other party. May even be a mum, their mum, their dad, but there's some type of chaos that's being prevented here, and a goal hasn't been obtained or reached, and you both haven't been seeing it the same. This situation has been so fragile, you've not even been able to discuss it, or every time you have, it's ended up in upset. Devil, Three of Swords. But they know it's still looming in the background, but what's threatening them, what's fearing them, is you've got a new opportunity coming in, or you've had a new opportunity come in, and it's reignited something within you. I'm getting they're obsessing themselves, because while you aren't clearing up this past issue, they feel somebody else or something else is going to take your eye, and the dynamic within the relationship or the way things are set up is going to change, and they don't want it to change. There's a fear of you expanding here. I'm getting a Nine of Pentacles vibe, as if you're going to go out independently. What are they not revealing then to Taurus at the moment with this King of Swords energy? What's not being revealed? Well, I feel this is the game playing. Judgment. And the Hierophant. There's you. Spirit's telling me to take another card. And there we've got it, the Moon. Okay, I'm going to try and ground this a bit here, because I'm getting lots of downloads that are coming through, two different setups. We've established with the first setup, there's fears, concerns around you. I'm hearing blooming around you getting this new opportunity that you feel passionate about, because your party or whoever it is that you're involved with, they feel threatened that while you've still got this ongoing issue in the background, there's something else that's caught your eye that'll help you for the long term, and they feel threatened by that, and they're obsessing about it, and that's why that Devil's there with the Three of Swords. They're really sitting thinking about how they're going to put it across to you when it comes to getting a second chance with you, because there's a sense of responsibility around whatever it is that's gone down in the past, and who I feel they're trying to protect. That's why I feel it may be a mum. It may be the mum to their children from a previous relationship. It doesn't have to be your party's actual mum. A dad, something like that. But they're not willing to reveal it. This is why they're in the Moon energy. For others of you, I feel you may have confided in somebody, told them that your relationship wasn't in a very good place for whatever reason, maybe offered something up to another party, and they've backed down because you've still been in a connection. They didn't want to get involved with the stress. They see you as moving forward, but you're still trying to remain in contact with them. Your party knows, if this is a third party, this additional party knows you don't want to let them go, but they're waiting for an opportunity to come in and ignite something, but they can't because there's a blockage in the way, and this is what's upsetting them. So at the moment they're going ahead in this logical way of thinking, wanting this second chance, but being hopeful that the union will come together because they feel that there's something unique there between the both of you. It's a spiritual connection, but they're not willing to reveal it. They're keeping it in this moon energy. What else are they not willing to reveal, please, Spirit? Some of you have been involved in a third-party connection. You may even have said that you was willing to leave the party you was with for this other person, and they've got the frighteners and backed off. They now view you, Taurus, as moving on, but still being with your party. But they know maybe that you're putting little likes out there on their social media. You drop messages to them every now and then. You bump into them every now and then, but they know, or they feel very strongly, that you still have a kind of a hang up on them. But they do on you, but they're not revealing it because you're still with your current partner. And they're not going to say anything until you budge out of that connection. And now I'm being shown the Nine of Pentacles card, which can be seen as the single person's card. That card flung itself out there. So now we've got the Knight of Swords twice at the bottom in reverse, and the fears, anxieties or concerns moving forward. It's in the upright. This is the game playing. This is them holding back in that moon energy. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not saying anything. They'll have to come to me. And the reason it's in the fears, anxieties and concerns, but it's in the upright, is because they're worrying. The only way they're going to get clarity on something is by them saying something. And that is not what this Knight of Swords wants to do. This is not what this party of yours wants to own up to, wants to offer up, because of such extreme stubbornness. It's a game being played here. Moon energy, Knight of Swords in reverse. I'm not saying anything, and I'm holding back that I'm not saying anything, and I'm just going to make it look like I'm not interested, but really I am, but I'm just not willing to give in. That's the energy that they're in. That's what they're thinking at the moment. That's their thought process. But they're starting to twig on now that they're going to have to say something. They're going to have to be clear. This Knight of Swords is in an energy of defensiveness. He's completely not grounded. Remember, he or she, not gender specific. And he feels trapped. He's trapped within himself because he's battling here with an ego. He knows what he wants to say. He knows what he wants to do. But he's not only in competition with you, he's also in competition with himself. What can you give me, Spirit, on this Knight of Swords energy? The Magician again. And the next card, Five of Cups. Bloody hell. Okay. Firstly, this Knight feels trapped. There's a feeling of being trapped here between what he wants to do and what he should be doing. That competition with himself. So there's the inner conflict going on, and then there's also the wanting to win when it comes to you. There's that needing to stay in control, but they're not getting the response from you now like they usually would have done, or they have done in the past. It may be that they was putting stuff out there on Facebook or other types of social media, asking around within certain groups that you both socialise in, hoping that them showing an interest in you will trigger you to get in contact with them. It's as if they're trying to put triggers out there so you'll react, because they're trying to guide you in, but you're not responding. It's as if you're already onto the game. You already know what they're playing. And they're becoming overwhelmed because other people would have given in by now, and you haven't. But it's not even really as if you're playing the game. I feel you're just not responding to it. And while they're continually trying to provoke, I'm hearing, you're holding yourself in high regard now, more in control. And this is what's bothering them. They may even have resorted to spell work or some type of law of attraction, and they think that it's not paying off. But it has done. You may have just twigged onto it. Because you're highly intuitive. What else can you give me on this Five of Cups, please, Spirit? Queen of Cups in reverse. And Ten of Wands. They view you as keeping yourself under that pressure, in that stress, and not willing to let it go. You possibly put your feelings out there previously, just made it clear, I feel like this, and now you've gone silent. That is that lack of responsiveness. That's them not knowing now how you feel, and you're appearing to them, you're coming through in that Queen of Cups energy is not feeling the same way anymore. And you're prioritizing dependence or whatever it is that is important to you, your responsibilities, over your feelings. But this is what's fearing them, is because they're not willing to step forward and find out the facts, to find out what it is that's actually going on with a situation. But I'm hearing void. There's a void here between the both of you. I feel there's been a cross of words, there's been an argument, and you're both at distance. And you no longer have clarity on how the other one feels. And you're looking for an opportunity to come into a connection with each other. But you're not responding in your usual way, Taurus. And your party knows this. But you both aren't letting each other go. It's taking quite a spin, this reading now. What's their plan of action when it comes to the connection with you? Well, they're just going to try and keep manifesting you in. Queen of Wands. And the Strength card. This is them getting creative because you're not responding. It may have been that it was a third-party connection. It was a passionate connection. This is why the Queen of Wands is in reverse. But now they're seeing you as something more long-term, where they feel there's a unique bond there. There's more admiration for you now than what there was before. But they're trying to get creative now with other ideas, because you're in that Queen of Wands energy that's in reverse. There's a lot of Pisces though within this reading. It may have come across that in the past it was just sexual for them and not for you, and they're worrying that when they come back together with you, they're now going to recognise that you're more than sexual for them, but you may recognise that it was just sexual for you. But they feel there's a bond there. They feel like there's something there. But they want you to sort out whatever it is, or find out where you're up to with these responsibilities that you have building up, because they've just not heard from you, or they're not hearing from you. Lack of motivation, lack of insight. There's a lack of attention as well that has gone into this connection, and they're trying to get more creative now and bring you both together. What have you got as guidance then, please, Spirit, on this Four of Swords, the Tower, and the next card, I'm going to take it, the Fool card. Spirit is telling you to hold back here. Really withdraw and reconsider the situation that you're in, making sure that you're coming from a rested and fresh frame of mind. The Tower can be the realisation that you've been wanting. The breaking, the blowing off of that crown chakra. You're now getting downloads through from the universe, and it's helping you move on towards that new beginning. More carefree, not careless, carefree. It's about being patient with yourself though, whilst you're processing all of this. You're processing stuff from the past or old ways of thinking. It's not going to make sense straight away, but I feel there'll be little niggles that you didn't think were important, but come into your awareness, and you are able just to gain real closure on them now. And this is what I've pointed out in previous readings. We had the full moon in Scorpio that went ahead mid-May, and we also had Pluto going retrograde at the end of April as well, and that was also about going deep into your emotions, into those areas where we thought we'd gain closure, but we hadn't. There was just that little bit more work that needed to be done. And I feel this is that Tower moment. That's what's surfacing. You're going to get a shift in perspective, and this is the carefree energy that you're meant to move forward in. Not being so hard on yourself, being kinder to yourself, because even though there is a shift in perspective, you are fragile, because things are appearing a different way to you. It's all about interpretation. The next card, I want to take another card on that. Two of Pentacles, because you're going to be feeling overwhelmed. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit saying try and go with the flow a bit as we're getting with that Fool energy. Embrace this new beginning. Embrace this shift in perspective. And it's like a shifting of a paradigm. And this is going to feel really odd, this energy, I feel, for you. It's going to take you right the way up until, I'd say, mid-August. That's what I'm getting through. And this is where the universe is rewarding you. But it's really being patient with yourself and kind to yourself, and not forcing things too much at the moment. Just try to go with the flow and see what comes up, opportunity wise, and what's triggered within you, and try and deal with it in a different way compared to before, because the way you was before and how you was dealing with it then wasn't creating any changes. But there's something you must have done that has been different, that has allowed this trigger and movement forward. And this is why the Towers come in. And what a wonderful Tower moment it is. Sending massive hugs your way. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and look forward to catching up with you early July. Over and out.